Mrs. and friends. My name is Mikhael Gunawan from class 8B. Today I'm going to tell you about my recount text of how I embarrassed myself in Singapore 3 times when I was 3 years old. Which funny enough, 3 times 3. So when I was 3, my mother and grandmother with me come with me go to Singapore. When we are in Singapore, mostly of my time when I was in hotels because I was a lazy boy. But one time when my mother and grandmother go out to buy food, I stay home and I didn't realize I was turning on the water. So when they come back, the water was overflowing. So we gotta get a new room, pay extra. So the second time I embarrassed myself, this is in public. When I was 3, I can use English pretty well, you could say, for a 3-year-old. But at that time, my grammar was terrible, like actually terrible. So my grandmother and my mother doesn't know how to use English, but I cannot use my grammar very well. So when we go to a restaurant, we order food. My grandmother always order it in Indonesia. So one of the co-workers said, "Are you guys a tourist? Apa kalian turis?" Because they say it in a Indonesia way. Then my grandmother said, "Yes." So moving on, the third time I go for that stupid idea of going to a amusement park, but I was too underage and I was too short to come in. So for making up that mistake, my mother bought me a toy. Funny enough, I don't have the toy right now. Yeah, the toy got destroyed because I was stupidly enough sitting on it. A toy worth of $200 of Singapore. Yeah. So when I was going back home to Indonesia, when I was in a airplane, somebody brought a tarantula, a spider tarantula. And I have one of my biggest fear when I was a 3-year-old was a tarantula. And I kind of freaked out when that person sitting was right next to me right here, and my mother and grandmother right there. I don't really like it that much. So what I did was I asked for my mother so I can switch places with her. Also, thank you so much for watching and hearing my voice of my recount text. But now I'm going to tell you what is a recount text. A recount text is a text that, if you guys know, it tells about people's backstory, like childhood backstory, like anything else you see, like a biography. Yeah, like that. But the difference of it was you gotta compile it to details, not just one by one, but details to the most smallest information. So what I was saying today is my recount text. My recount text was I was going to Singapore when I was 3 years old. My first question is, when I was 3 years old, why we gotta go to Singapore? I mean, can we just stay home? And my mother just said, we can just stay home. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you all have a nice day. You have a great health, and please take care. God bless all.